Happiness is a choice that requires effort at times. Wisdom comes through suffering trouble, with its memories of pain drips in our hearts as we try to sleep, so men against there will learn to practice moderation. Favors come to us from gods. Even in our sleep, pain which cannot forget falls drop by drop upon the heart until, in our own despair, against our will, comes wisdom through the awful grace of God. My will is mine, I shall not make it soft for you. For it would be better to die once and for all than to suffer pain for all one's life. It is in the character of very few men to honor without envy a friend who has prospered. Nothing forces us to know what we do not want to know except pain. For somehow this is tyranny's disease, to trust no friends. Tame the savageness of man and make gentle the life of this world. It is a profitable thing, if one is wise, to seem foolish. There is advantage in the wisdom won from pain. Memory is the mother of all wisdom. Suffering brings experience. Zeus, first cause, prime mover, for what thing without Zeus is done among mortals? To learn is to be young, however old. There is no pain so great as the memory of joy in present grief. There is no avoidance and delay. They sent forth men to battle, but no such men return, and home, to claim their welcome, come ashes in an urn. Call no man happy till he is dead. I know how men in exile feed on dreams. I gave them hope, and so turned away their eyes from death. Rumors voiced by women come to nothing. The reward of suffering is experience. In our sleep, pain which cannot forget falls drop by drop upon the heart until, in our own despair, against our will, comes wisdom through the awful grace of God. It's not the oath that makes us believe the man, but the man the oath. Words are doctors for the diseased temper. It is easy when we are in prosperity to give advice to the afflicted. Only through suffering do we learn. Unanimous hatred is the greatest medicine for a human community. His resolve is not to seem, but to be the best. Time, as it grows old, teaches all things. There is no sickness worse for me than words that to be kind must lie. I know how men in exile feed on dreams of hope. Death is softer by far than tyranny. Who, except the gods, can live time through forever without any pain? Athena, you wish to be called righteous rather than act right. I say, wrong must not win by technicalities. A great ox stands on my tongue. He who learns must suffer. We spoil ourselves with scruples long as things go well. She looked just like a painting dying to speak. In visions of the night, like dropping rain, descend the many memories of pain. Prometheus, oh, It is easy for the one who stands outside the prison wall of pain to exhort and teach the one who suffers. Hermes addresses Prometheus, smiley face, to you, the clever and crafty, bitter beyond all bitterness, who has sinned against the gods in bestowing honors upon creatures of a day. To you, thief of fire, I speak. When one is wise, it's wisest to seem foolish. And there they ring the walls, the young, the light, the handsome hold the graves they won in Troy. The enemy earth rides over those who conquered. But the lust for power never dies. Men cannot have enough. No one will lift a hand to send it from his door, to give it warning. Power never come again. Bastions of wealth are no deference for the man who treads the grand altar of justice down and out of sight. Wisdom comes alone through suffering. Alas, poor men, their destiny, when all goes well, a shadow will overthrow it. If it be unkind, one stroke of a wet sponge wipes all the picture out, and that is far the most unhappy thing of all. Cassandra. The gods. Long since they hold us in contempt, scornful of gifts thus offered by the lost. Why should we fawn and flinch away from doom? Bethink thee of the adage, call none blessed, till peaceful death have crowned a life of weal. Sorrow with me, sorrowful one. Tell me, whose voice proclaims things true and sad, naming by all their old, unhappy names, what drove me mad dash. But there is a cure in the house, and not outside it. No, not from others, but from them. Their bloody strife we sing to you, dark gods beneath the earth. At home there tarries like a lurking snake, biding its time, a wrath unreconciled, a wily watcher, passionate to slake in blood resentment for a murdered child. Clytemnestra, what ails thee, raising this ado for us? Slave, I say the dead are come to slay the living. In war, truth is the first casualty. Hear the sum of the whole matter in the compass of one brief word. Every art possessed by man comes from Prometheus. They came back to widows, to fatherless children, to screams, to sobbing. The men came back as little clay jars full of sharp cinders. Neither the life of anarchy nor the life enslaved by tyrants, no, worship neither, strike the balance, all in all, and God will give you power. Every medicine is vain. Furies over the beast doomed to the fire, this is the chant, scatter of wits, frenzy and fear, hurting the heart, song of the furies binding brain and blighting blood in its stringless melody. Old men are always young enough to learn with profit. Horror gives place to wonder at your true account. The rest outstrips our comprehension. We give up. It is always in season for old men to learn. Let me attain no envied wealth. Let me not plunder cities. Neither be taken in turn and face life in the power of another. A world of wealth is trash if men are wanting. Men who have no wealth never find fortune smiling as their strength deserves. There is no sickness worse for me than words that to be kind must lie. I have not need to promise what I cannot do. Give me an answer which is plain to understand. We should know what is true before we break our rage. Death is a softer thing by far than tyranny. For many among men are they who set high the show of honor, yet break justice. When a man's willing and eager, the gods join in. It is an easy thing for one whose foot is on the outside of calamity to give advice and to rebuke the sufferer. Only when man's life comes to its end in prosperity can one call that man fortunate. Pain both ways, and what is worse,